Let me know when you're ready, Taylor. What colors you wearing, Taylor? Oh, that means I can wear blue then. That's the only thing. Bama ain't got no white helmets. Bama needs some white helmets. If Bama had all black, it'd be crazy. Oh yeah, if you with a natty with a black hoodie, you gotta bring black jerseys. We could do shit. We could do a color red, all red.
Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers. They're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum going for this squad.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. It's complete on the right side. Still on his feet. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks forward.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Try to get it to the edge. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the throw out to the sideline for just a few yards.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes. And when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch. He got some positive yards.
3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Steps away. Going for 6. Touchdown, UNC! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. A run to the right. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Trying play action. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Trying to keep this drive alive. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10.
Well, this is an offense that really prides themselves on running the football, and there was no question they were going to go for it there on 4th and short. Not only did they get the first down, they rip off an explosive play on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Looking to fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. A large largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Scrambling away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Now they'll try the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He'll set up to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line for 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. A long way to go on 4th and goal. Might be calling a hot route. They want to throw it. Trying to blow his way in. Touchdown tie. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. The screen, and watch out. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. The screen, he's got wheels.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Toss sweep to the right. Makes it past the marker. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes that Alabama offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Tell her what you want to do, man. Your connection drop. I don't know. It says your connection drop. Nah, it said yours did on my end. I'm the one broadcasting. So what you want to do? It's 28-7. The first half just began. What you gonna do? I'll search it. Oh, my bad. What's that? Yeah. Oh, damn. Let me go back and come back in and see if they let me join. Nah, it says searching now. Let's see. we just. I mean, the only thing we gotta do is calculate it. You want to play to the end? Yeah, you just get the ball.
What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started.
I'm gonna punt it right back to you. You heard me? Okay.
No attempt at a return. I can't say I've seen this strategy before, but they're showing punt on first down. And they'll just down it right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Making side adjustments here. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20. Look out, he's got room. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive, punting before fourth down. I don't think I've seen that since a game in the early 70s between Auburn and Tennessee when the Vols were so confident in their defense in the bad weather, they were just punting it back on first down. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, get into the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Another incompletion on third down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. All in the first down and more. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive in their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Makes one man miss. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. To the ground, he's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And if you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Balls and fired complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Got enough for the first. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Using his feet to buy time. Got him, and nobody's close. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Might be changing the route. Now from inside the red zone. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just... Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Brings it in down the left side. It's a running room. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Fires to the middle. Got a wide open receiver. And he was off to the races. Finally tipped up at the 36. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Right out trying to get it in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Snap in the shotgun. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Extending the play. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going deep. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback making checks. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to get the corner. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Got the first down and more. Turning it on. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The snap sets up the throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down 1 possession. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going for the big play. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. All wideouts, no backs. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going downfield for the big play. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, North Carolina! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. He's got the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking downfield very late in the half. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. Touchdown, UNC! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And right down the middle. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the ground with the back. Got room at the 35. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break.
What you want to do, Taylor? You want to just gotta get it over with, bro? I was about to say you got some plays, but it's just the players, bro. It's just the players. Cause I saw a couple of times when I was like, "Oh shit, that thing go wide open." I rushed it.
The Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
I think he was like when that nigga, he was like, "Oh shit, that nigga got a wide open." That nigga was gone, and then you saw that other nigga. I was like, damn. I see my dog trying. He just can't do nothing, bro. Like, I'm like, damn. The ones Taylor is getting, he put them bitches in windows. He putting them bitches in some tight window. I was like, damn, my nigga putting them. I was like, God damn, you put that bitch in the window. Yeah, that was tough.